Welcome back to my channel, Smoking and Grilling. And guess what, y'all? We actually gonna smoke and grill this time. I'm getting ready to show you guys how you can make, let me just go ahead and just show it to you right now. Look, this right here goes by many names. They call it the pork butt, Boston butt. It's actually just a pork shoulder. So we getting ready to make pulled pork with me, AB. I'm not gonna over talk it. We finna get right into this. All right, so here, check this out. This is a star. This is our pork shoulder. Look, I'm gonna show you this way. Some people, you know what, you can lather this right here using mustard. You can use it as your binder, and then you can go ahead and put your seasoning on. But for me, I'm gonna go ahead, just today, I'm gonna go ahead and just use olive oil. We're gonna put it all over. I got the fat side down, which I'm gonna show you in just 1 second. Once we get it coated, then I'm gonna take my dry hand, and this is my little rub that I use whenever I do a Boston butt, pork shoulder, whatever you wanna call it. I will leave the how to make this down in the description box below. Now, first thing, go ahead. So listen, let me address this part too. You guys probably gonna say, everybody always says something to me about, man, your hands be ashy. That's because I wash my hands so much whenever I'm cooking, you can't use no lotion. So I'm just trying to get ahead of it right now. So what I'm doing is, I'm just, rubbing it, making sure that I have some oil on it so that when I can hit it with this seasoning, it'll stick. And then we're gonna let it rest for about, I guess it's good to let it rest for about 12 minutes. Excuse me, why did I say 12? It's good to let it rest for about, 30 minutes prior to sticking it inside your smoker or your grill or however you're gonna make it. And also, look, let me take the time to show you this right here. Look at this right here. You see this bone? It's a bone. Here it is right here. This right here, this the shoulder blade. When this is done properly, you'll be able to, look, the meat will draw back off of the bone, and once it's done, after you take it out of the foil, you should be able to pull this and pull it right out with no meat on the bone. That's how we gonna know it's done right. But right now, I'm gonna go ahead and put both hands on it because I gotta wash my hands anyway. You know what I mean? So we just gonna make sure we got it coated. I'm gonna wash my hands and then we're gonna go ahead and start hitting it with this seasoning. Now, we're just gonna start putting it on top. And you can see right now, it's heavy on that pepper. I know it's not no brisket, but that's just me. I love the way pepper tastes. I like what it puts on it when you grill it. It forms that bark. Listen, you want to put a generous amount on there also. Don't be shy. Now, once you got it coated good, what you want to do is you're going to flip it over, and I'll show you the fat side. This is the fat side right here. We still going to go ahead, I'm going to wash my hands. Now I'm going to add a little bit more oil to it. We're going to take our other hand, and we're just going to go ahead and add some more seasoning to it. Now, true enough, a lot of this is going to come off. You know what I mean? But right now, we just want to get it to soak in. And that's why we're gonna let it rest. Check it out. It's almost like dribbling the basketball, huh? That's it there. Remember, olive oil. And then listen, I have another video. I will leave in the iCard above. Go ahead and click on that if you want to see what it looks like when you do it with using mustard as a slather. Let me change that. Using mustard as your binder. And that there is ready to go. So I got my Rectech. It's up to temperature. We at 250 degrees. The pork butt has been resting, with the seasoning on it for about 40 minutes maybe. You know what I mean? It's at room temperature. It's absorbing all of the seasonings. And so what I'm getting ready to do is I'm gonna go inside, grab it, put it on, and then we're gonna spritz. And we're gonna use a blend of apple cider vinegar. It's gonna be a 50-50 with that and water. We're gonna spritz it every hour, take a look at it. We're not gonna wrap it, we're just gonna put it on, and we're finna make it happen. Got the pork shoulder, Boston butt, whatever you wanna call it, got it seasoned. It's up to room temperature. Now it's time to put it on. And listen, we're gonna make sure that fat cap, we want that to be facing up. Remember that, fat cap up. Again, we're gonna insert it into our grill or smoker for 4 hours, and then on every hour we're gonna spray it with a little apple cider vinegar and water, which would be a 50-50 mix. After you've done that, after 4 hours, then you want to bring it inside. Listen, you want to go ahead and I double wrap mine because you don't want to lose any of the juices. You know what, that aluminum is easy to tear. And then we're going to use this meat thermometer. This right here, this meat probe, listen, that's essential because we want to get the internal temperature up to 205 degrees. So you know what, you got to have that in order to find out what the inside is. And so we're going to go ahead and wrap it. We're going to be, extra careful that we don't tear the aluminum. And then we just, I kind of like stagger it. You see, I just readjusted it and then come back. You might want to put 3 on there, 3 layers, but that's that extra thick aluminum for grilling, and that right there hold up. Now, once you reach your final temperature, you can go ahead, listen, I let it rest for about 30 minutes, and then I go ahead and just open it up, and then I let it cool, naturally while it's wide open, just so that I'm able to, touch it. And that right there. Okay, you can see that fat cap. It doesn't always render. You don't want to overcook it. So if it's like that and it's extra thick, when I start shredding it, I just take it out. And there you go. You'll see this bone right here. Okay, we'll get this around. Now look, you want to talk about some flavor. You could just see how juicy it is. And just so you guys, you know what, a lot of people don't want to hear this, but listen, that fat inside of there, listen, that is the flavor. And you can see where it's kind of like that reddish pink. That right there is, from the smoke from the smoker. That's what you're looking for. After you're done shredding your pork, you know what, you're going to have a lot. So listen, you got to be creative. You can make, baked potatoes with pulled pork on top. You can make sliders. You can do whatever you would like. You know what, just use your imagination and you'll be amazed. And what you just saw right there is I took some of the juices that was inside of the foil, and I just used that turkey baster and just added it on there. That right there just made it soup extra juicy. And then again, this is before I put on the barbecue sauce. I like mine fresh like this in the very beginning and barbecue sauce on some. So what do you guys think about that there? You know what, super easy to make. You know what, I know that I made this in a pellet grill. I use my RegTech 680. Listen, you can make it on a stick burner. You can use a Weber kettle grill. You can put them in the oven. I've seen them in Instant Pots, crock pots, and I want to say I've seen somebody try to make one in the air fryer, but that's to be determined. So listen, you got a lot of options. So what you saw is for this thumbnail, I made myself a baked potato, with the pulled pork on top. Only thing was missing was jalapenos, and I just don't do the jalapenos myself. And you know what, that was inspired by Chef Johnny. Hey, Texas style barbecue and cuisines. Hey, you the man, bro. Hey, you inspired me to go ahead and do that. So listen, you can make, like I say, baked potatoes. You saw that I made sliders, and also I'm gonna put a link right up here. You guys can click and you can see where I made a different pulled pork. I used mustard as a binder, and that right there, I just made sliders. It's just so many options you can, come up with when you make this. You know what I mean? You can just put it on anything. And I'm gonna give you this one. I can hear you guys now leaving me a comment down below saying, I had some spaghetti and put about I don't know, a big nice handful of this barbecue pulled pork on top of it. You know what I mean? And listen, it was amazing. So with that being said, listen, if you're new to my channel, let me go ahead and take this time to welcome you to my channel. Hey, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and share it with the world, and let everybody know this is the channel here that's taking the mystery out of cooking and keeping these recipes super simple. And with that being said, you guys, I'm out. Peace.